Hadley here from stampingbees.co.nz. Welcome back. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. So very exciting. Now it's the 1st of September, or after the 1st of September, I can share with you items or cards or projects from the new Creativity is Calling Holiday Catalogue. It is fantastic. So if you haven't got your copy yet and you live in New Zealand and you would like one sent to you, please do contact me and I'll pop one in the mail to you. So we had a little team gathering and we all had to make what we call swaps. So we all make something different from the catalogue and we share with each other, which is fantastic because then we all get samples of different cards made with different things that maybe we wouldn't buy ourselves, but at least we can show our customers and clients and fellow crafters some other samples from the other sets. So it works out really, really well. And of course, often what happens is you see something that someone's made and you think, okay, well now I've got to really have that set. So this is the card that I made for my fellow demonstrators, and I'd like to share that with you. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and like or comment anything after you've finished watching. I'd love to hear back from you. So I really do hope you enjoy. So let's flip the camera over and get started. So yes, as I said, the holiday catalogue. For this card I'm making today, I'm actually using a few things, mix and matching a few things. So I will show you those as we go through making the card. There is so much in here. So I will do a few videos over the next few weeks showing you some of the items that I selected. It was very difficult. I said I'm going to be very good and only order a few things, and I couldn't make up my mind. Had a great big list and yes, ordered a few things. Never mind, it's all fun, it's fantastic. Everyone will get fantastic cards this year. Okay, so these are the swaps. I actually did two colours. I did the blue option and the pink option. So as I said, this is using a few things from a few different sets. So I will show you what I used. So to start off with, I'll keep one card here so I can show you before we start making it. This amazing piece at the back here is these 12 by 12 sheets, and it is called Mercury Glass Designer Acetate. It is stunning. So this pattern that we're using today is that one there that looks like cracked glass. And then there's two sheets of that, and then there's two sheets of this one as well. Sort of like raindrops have fallen onto the mercury and created a pattern. Absolutely stunning. So we're using that as the base, and then we are using some of the paper. Now this paper is 6 by 6, and it is out of the Feels Like Frost suite. This just has so many options. That one's a bit stuck, so I'll come back to that. This is the pink forest scene that we'll be using to make the card. And the other papers are just as stunning. Absolutely beautiful. Look at the purples and shades in there. There are so many designs on these. And then, look at that one. Isn't that beautiful? Then on the back, you have silver embossed papers. Also in many different varieties. Some with white backgrounds with silver pattern, and some with silver background and white pattern. So this just lends itself to so many beautiful cards. Or projects or scrapbooking. It doesn't have to be cards, but it is just beautiful. So that is the paper that we're using. And then I used from that snow globe set that's in the catalogue, which you have probably seen, as I think there's been quite a few cards put out already on Pinterest, etc. So you've got the snow globe and the base, etc., and a deer and a church house, trees. We're using the polar bear die, the mum and the baby. So as I said, I have mixed and matched a few items from the set to make the card. Let's get started then. We are going to do the pink one, and I will put all the measurements on the screen as we are making the card. And I've cut out a square of this acetate, and I've already glued that onto the base of the card there. Now we're just doing a square card today, and I have cut 3x3 the pattern of the forest, and I'm using petal pink as the background because I think I have explained before on one of my other videos, on the sticker that you get on your papers, you can find on here the list of the colours that match the designer series paper. So purple posy, rococo rose, seaside spray, etc. So actually it's not, it's blushing bride that we're using, sorry. Not petal pink, blushing bride. So we're using that in the background. And I will just glue that on there. So this card is not hard. It's a quick, easy card. A great card, like for what I needed it for, if you needed to make multiples. Okay, so I needed to make approximately 20 of these. So it was a very quick, easy card to, whoops, too busy chatting and got skew whiffed on my, lucky for glue, which one of the reasons I like it. You can move things around for just a little bit longer. And so I was able to make these quite quickly and quite a few. Isn't that amazing? I just keep looking at that. It's so stunning. And something quite different. Okay, pop that in the middle. Now the little bears I cut out, and I have used the glimmer paper, just some of this glimmer paper here. And I have just used some dimensionals to pop them up. Aren't they cute little polar bears? As you can see, I'm using every bit of my dimensionals. So I've used all the standard bits, but I'm now down to using the sides. The sides are quite good too, because you can make strips for things if you want just a long piece. The other fantastic thing that is in the catalogue, which I should have pointed out to you, but are black dimensionals. How exciting is that? Black dimensionals. So we have white and now we have black. So we can make, sometimes when you're making a dark card and you want to pop something up, I tend to just colour the edges, but now we have mini and large dimensionals in black. So absolutely perfect for any of those projects that are darker in colour and you don't want the dimensional to show through. Okay. don't really have polar bears in New Zealand, but I still thought they were very cute. Do have penguins though, and there's a gorgeous penguin stamp set in the catalogue for those people that like to do cards that are based more from the south of the bottom of the world, so to speak. When it's summer during Christmas, you can still add a couple of penguins. Okay, so the next thing is I am going to stamp. Now I keep showing you all these new products. We have brass, gold and silver Delicata pigment ink. How wonderful is that? And this is silvery shimmer. So absolutely wonderful. Just love it. So we're going to stamp Merry Christmas, of course. And this stamp set is from, I'll write it at the top. Just making sure that I've got it inked up. So just a scrap bit of paper for this. I'm going to cut it out just with the scissors. Nice and easy. Merry Christmas. I can't believe really that we're talking about Christmas already. Actually, while I've got this out, I've just used this stamp set from the stamp, which is just these little dots and stars like snow from the set here, the Christmas Crowd. I don't need to turn that round, do I? You're not going to be upside down. From the Christmas Crowd. Isn't that cute? So I'm just going to add that in the inside of the card. And I would also pop this on the envelope. Just a little bit of something. You can do more if you want to. Okay, let's pop the lid on there before I put my elbow in it or something. And we will cut this out. There we go. Easy. Now I'm going to just pop a little bit of tape on the back because we will stick some silver thread behind this. And I have discovered that this, for me, is the easiest way to make sure that I can get the thread on the back. And I will just get this off. Tape. So I'm just using a bit of silver thread, which matches in really well with all the silver here. I'm just going to wind it. I don't want it too big, so I'm just going to wind this around a couple of fingers. Just 4 or 5 times around your fingers. You can spread that out a bit more if you want to. Oops, now I've spread it out too much and it's all come adrift. I'll just do that again. There we go. Cut that gnarly bit off. Oh, there we go. These things always like to get away with you, don't they? Things like, oh my goodness. Okay. So, looks good, these things, but I always find them so fiddly. Just have to have a little bit of patience and you get there. Worth it in the end because it just adds that lovely bit of interest. I'm making a bit of a mess because I'm on camera. You see, have done this. I did this nearly 20 times for the cards that I did as a swap. Didn't have any issue then. So let's just get going here. Now, so what I find is I stick it down and then I can sort of play with it. Make sure I get the ends in so they're not floating around, and just sort of spread it out till so it looks okay. Yep. And then I'm just going to use some dimensionals on top of that, or just a strip here. Nearly done already. So it's a quick, as I say, quick card. Easy if you have to do multiples of a card, but still stunning. This isn't making it easy for me today. Must be because it's so stormy outside. Okay. So even after you've popped that on, you can still play around with that a bit to get it how you want it. Now the last thing that I've done, just to add a little bit more to the card, I have used, which is in the Holiday Catalogue, the Shimmer Crystal Effect, which in itself has got some glitter in it, but I actually added, I'll show you, so I just did a few little dots. You probably can't see, but it does have, and it will dry out with the crystal effect in it, but I wanted it just to show up a little bit more because I've got the bears there, all shimmery. So I don't know if you can see that. It has got a beautiful shimmer in it, but I just added, because also in the Holiday Catalogue we have this gorgeous ice stampin' glitter. So that is just like a little icy looking glitter, which looks perfect for snow. So I just popped a little bit on that. Pick it up without getting the glue. Tap off the excess. And they just shine that little bit more for snow. And there you have a beautiful card. Easy to make and stunning. So I really do hope you enjoy. And if you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And happy Christmas card making. Cheers.